Section 23 of Popular Tales from the Norse. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recorded by Didier. Popular Tales from the Norse by Sir George Webb Descent. Section 23. The Master Smith. Once on a time, in the days when our Lord and Saint Peter used to wander on earth, they came to a smith's house. He had made a bargain with the devil that the fiend should have him after 7 years, but during that time he was to be the master of all masters in his trade, and to this bargain both he and the devil had signed their names. So he had stuck up in great letters over the door of his forge, "Here dwells the master over all masters." Now, when our Lord passed by and saw that, he went in. "Who are you?" he said to the smith. "Read what's written over the door," said the smith, "but maybe you can't read writing. If so, you must wait till someone comes to help you." Before our Lord had time to answer him, a man came with his horse, which he begged the smith to shoe. "Might I have leave to shoe it?" asked our Lord. "You may try if you like," said the smith. "You can do it so badly that I shall not be able to make it right again." So our Lord went out and took one leg off the horse and laid it in the furnace and made the shoe red hot. After that he turned up the ends of the shoe and filed down the heads of the nails and clenched the points. And then he put back the leg safe and sound on the horse again. And when he was done with that leg, he took the other foreleg and did the same with it. And when he was done with that, he took the hind legs, first the off and then the near leg, and laid them in the furnace, making the shoes red hot, turning up the ends, filing the heads of the nails, and clenching the points. And after all was done, putting the legs on the horse again. All the while the smith stood by and looked on. "You're not so bad a smith after all," said he. "Oh, you think so, do you?" said our Lord. A little while after came the smith's mother to the forge and called him to come home and eat his dinner. She was an old woman with an ugly crook on her back and wrinkles in her face, and it was as much as she could do to crawl along. "Mark now what you see," said our Lord. Then he took the woman and laid her in the furnace and smithed a lovely young maiden out of her. "Well," said the smith, "I said now, as I said before, you are not such a bad smith after all. There it stands over my door, 'Here dwells the master over all masters.' But for all that, I say right out, one learns as long as one lives." And with that he walked off to his house and ate his dinner. So after dinner, just after he had got back to his forge, a man came riding up to have his horse shod. "It shall be done in the twinkling of an eye," said the smith, "for I have just learned a new way to shoe, and a very good way it is when the days are short." So he began to cut and hack till he had got all the horse's legs off, for he said, "I don't know why one should go pottering backwards and forwards, first with one leg and then with another." Then he laid the legs in the furnace, just as he had seen our Lord lay them, and threw on a great heap of coal, and made his mates work the bellows bravely. But it went as one might suppose it would go. The legs were burned to ashes, and the smith had to pay for the horse. Well, he didn't care much about that, but just then an old beggar woman came along the road, and he thought to himself, "Better luck next time." So he took the old dame and laid her in the furnace, and though she begged and prayed hard for life, it was no good. "You're so old, you don't know what is good for you," said the smith. "Now you shall be a lovely young maiden in half no time, and for all that I'll not charge you a penny for the job." But it went no better with the poor old woman than with the horse's legs. "That was ill done, and I say it," said our Lord. "Oh, for that matter," said the smith, "there's not many who'll ask after her, I'll be bound. But it's a shame of the devil if this is the way he holds to what is written up over the door." "If you might have 3 wishes from me," said our Lord, "what would you wish for?" "Only try me," said the smith, "and you'll soon know." So our Lord gave him 3 wishes. "Well," said the smith, "first and foremost, I wish that anyone whom I ask to climb up into the pear tree that stands outside by the wall of my forge may stay sitting there till I ask him to come down again. The second wish I wish is that anyone whom I ask to sit down in my easy chair which stands inside the workshop yonder may stay sitting there till I ask him to get up. Last of all, I wish that anyone whom I ask to creep into the steel purse which I have in my pocket may stay in it till I give him leave to creep out again." "You have wished as a wicked man," said Saint Peter. "First and foremost, you should have wished for God's grace and goodwill." "I dursn't look so high as that," said the smith. And after that our Lord and Saint Peter bade him good-bye, and went on their way. Well, the years went on, and when the time was up, the devil came to fetch the smith, as it was written in their bargain. "Are you ready?" he said, as he stuck his nose in at the door of the forge. "Oh," said the smith, "I must just hammer the head of this 10-penny nail first. Meantime, you can just climb up into the pear tree and pluck yourself a pear to gnaw at. You must be both hungry and thirsty after your journey." So the devil thanked him for his kind offer, and climbed up into the pear tree. "Very good," said the smith, "but now, on thinking the matter over, I found I shall never be able to have done hammering the head of this nail till 4 years are out at least. This iron is so plaguey hard. Down you can't come in all that time, but may sit up there and rest your bones." When the devil heard this, He begged and prayed till his voice was as